applications of Navier-Stokes equations. I have already given the proof of Navier-Stokes equation, and you must go through that video first, then the application part will be very easy to understand. Now, the introduction of this. Mathematical formulation of a 3D, 3 dimension, where mu not equal to 0, that means it is viscous, and rho is equal to constant, that is incompressible. If rho not equal to constant, the problem is very complicated, is having number of unknowns equal to 4 unknowns. What are they? U, V, W and P. You know, U, V, W are the component of velocities in X, Y, Z, and P is the pressure. And number of equations. Differential equation 3 from the Navier-Stokes equation in 3 dimension in 3 directions, plus 1. This is available from the continuity equation with appropriate boundary conditions. To solve the problems, we need appropriate boundary conditions. The difficulty is that the general Navier-Stokes equations are nonlinear second order differential equations. There is no known general analytical method of solving nonlinear second order differential equation, which I mean it is for the Navier-Stokes equation to solve it directly. There is no general solution. However, their approximate solutions by numerical procedure is possible for specific problems. But there are several simple flow problems. Note that still mu not equal to 0 is the dynamic viscosity is not equal to 0, for which the general nonlinear second order Navier-Stokes equation can be reduced to linear second order differential equations. Linear second order differential equations can be solved analytically. It is available in any differential equation book, in mathematics book. Hence, some exact solutions of Navier-Stokes equations in some special simple cases can be solved. Some examples where the general nonlinear Navier-Stokes equations become linear equations are given below. Now this is very important. The flow between plates. This is the book written by me. I have told you earlier. So I am just reading it. There is no problem. It is self-explanatory, and also I will make you understand. The 2D laminar steady incompressible viscous flow between two inclined parallel planes are shown in figure 11.1. This is the actually plates, parallel plates, PLATES. The parallel plates are shown in figure 11.1. I will show you the figure. Just 1 minute. The problem, what is the problem? The problem is to find the velocity UVW and pressure P, pressure field for the given flow field. Now this you know already from the fluid kinematics. It is there in my video in YouTube. U is a function of x, y, z and t. Here t is the time. V is also, W is also, P is also. In general, number of unknowns is equal to 4. What are they? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now this is the figure. You please draw the figure. Okay. Now number of equations obtained from Navier-Stokes equation is equal to 3. Number of equations obtained from continuity equation is equal to 1. So 3 plus 1, 4 equations are available. For the present problem, number 1, direction of flow is along x-axis. Now this is the flow and this is your x-axis and this is the y-axis. This is the origin. So direction of flow is along x-axis, which means u not equal to 0, means there is a velocity in x direction, u not equal to 0, but v and w 0, because there is no velocity in y direction as well as z direction. Number 2, 2D flow. Distance between the two plates is much more smaller than the width. That is, width is very greater than the distance between the two plates. This h. The width is along this z direction. So okay, so we are again writing this in two dimension. U is a function of x, y and t, the 2 dimension, and u also, p also, p is equal to x, y, t. Now similarly I will tell you 3 is a steady flow. Steady flow means the time variability is constant. So it is u is a function of xy, t will not be there, t is a function of xy. Okay. Now, so finally we get u is a function of xy, v is 0, w is 0, and p is a function of xy. Okay. Now, in Stokes' law, mu is defined for laminar flow. Stokes' law is for laminar flow. Thus, the law is valid for laminar flow only. Use of continuity equation. Here rho is a constant in compressible flow. Flow is steady also. So here you will get this continuity equation. Now v and w is 0. So here there will be only one term, small partial derivation of du by dx is equal to del u by del x is equal to 0. So u, from here you can solve the u. U is a function of y plus constant. From here you will get it, the partial derivation solution. Use of Navier-Stokes equation. P is equal to constant, flow is steady. Now we have to do, here it is P is constant. Now this is the Navier-Stokes equation, rho into bx, this body forces per unit weight. There is the acceleration term, rho bx minus this one already been there in my Navier-Stokes equation YouTube. You please check it and match. Okay. Okay. Now here you just this condition you just apply from here to here. You will find bx, 1 minute. Now del square u by dx square, here this term will be there, others are 0. Del p by del x is equal to 0 because p is 0, p is constant, p is constant, that's why del p by del x 0. This is not there, bx is not there, 0, and this one is y and z direction. You can if you take partial derivative of u, that will be 0, this will be also 0 with respect to z. You see, this will be there. Because this is one dimensional, so del square u by dx square is equal to 0. Here this is a general case, 3 dimensional, and we have reduced it, zeta is not z, and also now you see del u by del x is equal to 0. So if you put it all this, you will get this is the equations, del square partial derivative, second derivative partial, so is equal to 0. Okay, this will be 0 from here. You derive this one is 0. Now this is the general equation. This is not from here. This is not derived from here, but this is derived from here. Use a function of y, and this is this. So del square u by del x square, or also you can derive it from here. This is there. Okay. So this is the general equation in x direction for the Navier-Stokes, and this is the from here. So del square u by dx square is equal to 0, as u is a function of y plus constant. Now I will I will roll on the this is I will roll on the because this is self-explanatory. I will not talk. Okay. Now you see, let me talk. Del square u by del z square. Of course, it will be 0 because there is no z is absent. These two-dimensional cases. Del u by del x is 0 as this one is. So v into del u by del y, it is also 0 because v is 0, w is 0, so it is equal to 0. The above equation becomes which equation? The general equation of the. Now it is there. From here we will get from the general Navier-Stokes equation. From here we will go here. Others are, what are the terms is there? Others are 0. This is equal to 0. So rho bx, or now you see u is a function of this is y only, so we can give the partial derivative can be changed to total derivative. Okay, this will be there, but p is a function of x, y. So now del square u by del y square is equal to del square u. This partial derivative is equal to total derivative. The total derivative, because we have u is equal to function of y plus constant only, so it is only one function of y only. You can do it. Similarly we get rho by minus del p by del x is equal to 0. So del p by del y is equal to rho by. This will be y. This will be y. Del p by del y will be equal to rho by. Similarly, like this, that one also. This is x, na? So this will be in the y term. Rho by. The Navier-Stokes, you go to Navier-Stokes equation, you will find it. So del p by del y is equal to 0. So del p by del y is equal to rho by. So p will be equal to here okay, two things. P will be equal to function of y plus function f2x, linear first order differential equation. This one is a linear first order differential equation. Okay, now so we understand p is a function of x and y or plus constant. So where function of y is at best a linear function of y, rho bz is equal to 0, that you know from the third equation of a Navier-Stokes, partially differentiating 11.3. 11.3 means this one. So So dp by dx will be equal to function of x plus constant. Okay, so dp by dx is equal to constant. Now we have to show this one. Dp by dx is equal to constant only, not here. So you will come to prove this like this. We have u is a function of y plus constant, so you just derive it in the second time. This will be a function of y or constant, and we know it, dp by dx is equal to function of x plus constant. So what will happen now? You give the equation. Okay, this equation is 11.3. this is you give the equation. This equation you give, this is 11.4, this one, and this equation you give 11. This one is 11.5. This equation also, this one 11.5. Now this is you can do any number serial wise, the equation number you can give. You see, if equation 11.2, why is that? 11.2 means this one. 11. If this equation, if equation 11.2 is to be valid, then del p by del x is equal to constant. Up to this point, the analysis is general. Why general? Because bx here not equal to 0, by not equal to 0, but bz we have not talked about bz because it is two-dimensional. So bz part will not be there, and no boundary conditions shall be imposed. Now here we have not imposed the boundary conditions. Okay, our main chapter is the Coutte flow. Somewhat then is Coutte flow, no problem. Okay, next.